I cried so hard. You're gonna think something happened to me, someone hurt me. Oh, hi guys. If you're very familiar to this channel, you know I'll never say hi guys. But um the moment this video I want to do, the moment I just felt like I want to do this video, I became kind of emotional. Yeah, so I saw this mama doing this video with the very popular host, and I just felt like this is so true. Everything she said is true. Let me allow you to watch the video.
Poor person, apparently. I'm shocked that I didn't know anything about perimenopause before it happened to me. I cried for over an hour, like there was no tomorrow. You just find out that you're driving one day and all of a sudden you're like, there's trailer, ooh! So there's the anxiety starts to take over. I'm talking panic attacks to the scale of opening the car door and trying to jump out while it's moving.
Whoa.
But I was miserable. I was unhappy. I was raging. It was like the whole of me, inside of me, was bottled up with rage. You don't want to go out. You just want to. Mine, I wanted to stay just on the bed and just disappear.
Certainly added that weight that we saw.
You eat like when your cortisol levels are high, which is your stress hormones, and it will spike because you know you're insulin resistant. Once that happens, my dear, you go shop sugar die. I was eating brownies every day.
I was talking about perimenopausal, and I think I've spoken about that on this channel. I've done a lot of videos. I can't even remember some things I've spoken about within. So, but the moment she spoke about it, I remembered I've said something about it. Even if not on this channel, I have a group for girls and we've talked about it, and they were also surprised to hear about it. All of them were surprised. But I was happy to bring it to their hearing so that they won't be surprised when they enter 50 years and they find out just like mama. Now, the first time I knew about this thing she was talking about, it's funny we kind of have the same reaction to it. I cried. I cried so hard. You're gonna think something happened to me, someone hurt me. I did not sleep. Eventually, when I fell asleep and I woke up in the midnight, probably 2 p.m. and all, the moment I wake up, the thought comes to mind. I enter emotional mood again. I was so emotional that my husband wasn't sure how to help me, but he was just trying to be there for me. And he was just like, why are you crying about something that has not happened to you? You know, he was really also concerned. He wanted to be sure exactly why I'm so emotional. Okay, let me share why I was emotional. I felt so sad that I didn't know that menopause was a disease. I thought menopause was what women enters when they enter 50 and they stop menstruating. Perimenopausal, menopausal, I didn't feel like it was a disease. I just thought it was a normal thing. Nature orchestrated. So when I found out that it's a different ball game, I felt hurt. I felt like, as a girl, a lady, a woman, wait, was our life meant for suffering? Now, this is not suffering of not eating. I mean, real life suffering. There are some ladies who cry all hell out during their period, and yet they have to do it every month. I don't need to give you the stories of childbirth or pregnancy. And then when I think I'm done with menstruation, I'm done with pregnancy, I'm entering 50, and then you hit me with perimenopausal and menopausal syndromes. I just felt like, so when is the resting time? Like, I feel like, okay, men just get to have semen and that is all. that, that was how pained I was. That was why I was crying. I feel like, okay, did God now create us to just go through back to back pain? Now remember, there's still societal pain, societal pressure. There is still the society hitting hard on us, husbands of some women hitting hard on them, when their workplace and everything is still hitting hard. Aside from all this pain, I was so sad. If but then I had to snap out because number one, it has not even started happening to me. Then my husband helped me snap out. He told me that, what does the scripture say about you? God did not tell you are going to go through that. So let's calm down and let's readjust. And we prayed about it. But then I felt like there was a reason why I stumbled on that information then. And that was why I made it a topic in my girl group. We spoke about it. They were aware, they were thankful. I brought it to their awareness. But seeing this video spiked up the emotions again, but not as deep because we've prayed and I'm sorted. And I feel like when the grace of God is upon your life, you are sorted and sorted indeed. But then I'm bringing this awareness again. I know I don't even have subscribers. People who watch my video. I think the highest I've gone is having like 90 people watch the video. But I just feel like probably in the future, one day, sometime, somewhere, some people will see it and be thankful. Now, talking about how I stumbled on the video, and I felt like probably it was just God making me to see it. The first time I heard symptoms of menopause, especially the hot flash, what I heard was the hot flash. It's all these American talk shows. I watch a lot of them. Jennifer Hudson, Sherry Potter. No, Sherry Potter is a singer. Sherry Shepherd. And one of them, I don't know which one, they brought a guest. The guest was talking about how she's just trying to, go through menopause and how she's just battling the hot flashes, and sometimes she just remove her wig even in the car, things she wouldn't have done when she was in her prime and youthful age. And I feel like, what's the meaning of hot flash? I've never even heard it before in my entire life. Hot flashes. It's caught my awareness, but not so much. And I felt like menopause, why is she talking about menopause as if menopause is special? I even thought menopause is the safe haven from menstruation. When you stop messes and you are so happy and you don't have to menstruate again. That's what I thought. And but I didn't pay much attention to it. That same week, they brought me another women's show. I even remember that show. They were trying to encourage women to be true to themselves and all those stuffs. And a woman there was also talking about how she was going through menopause. That is hitting hard, but she's doing her best. But like, what was all this talk on menopause? I thought menopause is just that moment when you're done with your menses and all. And finally, the last awareness I got, the last thing that now struck me and I say, okay, madam, start your research on it, was there is this woman. I usually watch her videos because I think our values kind of align. And she's also a health expert. Especially in terms of health, our values aligned because there are so many things she speaks about. Her name is Barbara O'Neill. There are so many things she speaks about that they've taught me in the school. For those who don't know me, my name is Lope Dita. Yes, I make unfiltered self-help videos for women, and I am a certified botanist, health economist, like major was my major. That's economics of botany. And I'm kind of certified with health, with no, not health like a medical doctor, but in relation to herbal medicine. Like they're under ethnobotany. I did all ethnobotany, most of the ethnobotany courses while I was doing my masters, and not just BSc with my masters. So it's so funny to now see someone online, a white woman, who is saying what I was taught in the school. So that is why I watch this woman's video a lot. So that's why I said our values kind of align, especially in the health place. And the good thing is she's a good Christian. So then this same woman that I kind of like so much, watch her videos, now spoke about menopause. In fact, the story she said about it wasn't so good because the person she had to help was battling cancer, not from menopause, but because she didn't know also that menopause had symptoms. So she went to doctor to alleviate the symptoms, and the doctor gave her drugs that mimic youthfulness, youthful era, and the mimicking now led to her having cancer. And the doctor then apologizes to her that it's due to the drug, but then since she kept complaining about the hot flashes, he didn't want to, he just wanted to help her. And the woman told him, you didn't help me, because it is better to battle hot flashes than cancer. Now, what is hot flash? So that was when the whole thing struck me. Meanwhile, before all those time, my second mom was around then, and we're living in a very comfortable flat upstairs where the breeze blows so well, you will hardly have to on the fan. Exactly, that was where we're living. But then, my second mom always feels so hot all the time, all the time. She's literally sweating, and her body is just like there's water. You can't just want to say, "Mommy, just touch her like this." You just get a lot of water. So there are even times that if she's busy doing something, I just take fan and be fanning her hard, because you don't need fan, like, because the place is very like breeze is coming in back to back. So most of the time she prefers to stay outside upstairs so she gets the full breeze, can put mat outside. I didn't feel like there was anything. So I just, when I started making research on it, went online, get resources. I'm not saying Google resource, just check. You get papers to talk on it. Then I realized that that was just when I realized that the term menopause was named after the symptoms that comes to a woman at a certain age. So just like the name headache is given to us when our head is banging, so it's called headache. It's a name for a disease. That was the term menopause too. God, there is even categories of menopause. There is a stage before and there's a stage after. God of mercy. And that was what led to my tears, my sadness then. So why am I doing this video? The first reason is to sensitize the youth, the ladies. They don't know. I didn't know. Mama that I showed that video earlier, she didn't know too. Because if she had known, she would have prepared earlier for it. A lot of people don't know. Mom C didn't know. The funniest thing is, it was when I knew that I now realized why she was sweating a lot. Oh, have I said what hot flash is? Hot flashes, you get an intense heat from within you, as if they are burning something inside you. So it just, to some of them, it just flashes. When I was seeing those videos, then I thought it happens to the white alone, but it was later I realized it happens to women, whether you're black or white. So a lot of times, because Nigerians goes through heated times already, it doesn't really feel like hot flash. It's easy for them to identify that this is a hot flash because they live in a very cool weather and they know when something hot is just coming. But us that we are under sun, we don't even know sometimes. But the result is there. It's the one leading to that intense sweat. Sweat. I don't know if you've ever observed that women that are already entering their menopause age always prefers to be in almost AC all the time. They feel hot all the time. Exactly, that is what is happening to them. And there are so many other things that comes along with these things, e.g., they feel so dry in their bosom. They don't know, because a lot of times women at 60, 65, 50 have lost their husbands, so they don't even know. So that one seem like we can just go past it. But then you see all those migraines, the headache, the getting tired, that is now leading to high blood sugar and all those things. They are all attributed to this thing. Fine, high blood sugar could come in isolation. Normally, diabetes could come in isolation, but they are all working together. It's like it's like petty things that will now come together and become a name. Exactly. And now this whole menopause thing is due to hormone imbalance. But when you have hormone imbalance as a young girl, it doesn't hit so much, doesn't hit so hard. The only thing you get to experience is painful menstruation, some imbalances when pregnant, maybe a lot of extra effort, not producing enough milk after giving birth. And you see, all these things doesn't seem like a biggest deal. For instance, if you don't have enough milk after giving birth, you use food, you give the baby food, you won't even feel like it's a big deal. For instance, if you have issues during pregnancy, you go to the doctor, they give you drugs, and you just feel like I'm fine. But then when it gets to the old age time, the more drug it, and now during this period of time, your body can adjust to the drug. If it's not working for them, pass it away, blah blah blah. You're still very youth, your body's still agile and active. But when old age comes in, the more drug you take, the more problem you just give your body, because it's just never over. And you just become like placed on drug for a long time, because your body itself is trying to get itself. Now, this imbalance hormone happen from the fact that it feels like your egg is no more being released as blood. It's not really getting how to handle the egg. It's also part of the problem. I'm not saying it's the only problem or the major problem. It just feels like a lot of problems at once. Now, symptoms I've mentioned: the hot flash, the dryness, the migraines, the getting tired, and all those stuffs. Eventually, they could affect the bones, the joints, like that. Too early saggy skin. You start seeing people looking immediately when they enter 50 plus, 60, and all that, because the body needs all those things. And so those are the symptoms. Like I said, this video is an awareness. Now the next question is how to avoid it. The first thing I'm going to give you is the Bible, the word of God in the Bible. The fact that we've been promised good health, sound mind in the Bible. So if you're a Christian, that's the first knowledge you need to know, so that you don't be scared. I'm making this video not from fear. I don't even like doing any video from fear. I don't like it. This is an awareness, not fear. So that, just like what's this woman's name? Just like Mama, when it happens, you'll be kind of prepared ahead. Or it may not even happen, especially when you're using the word of God to battle it. The next thing I'm now going to give us to prepare for it is balance your hormone. Start eating healthy. I remember when we were having a talk with the ladies in the group, I told them, if anybody is eating unhealthy, it's not a woman. You can't afford to spend your days drinking carbonated drink, eating shawarma all the time, pizza all the time, hamburger all the time. Is that food? Where was it planted? Indomie all the time. Can you tell me the nutrients you are getting from those things? Nothing. Yeah, you're putting leaf in between. You're just maybe not deceiving yourself, because that leaf is actually going to work. But is that leaf, that small leaf you are putting in between, that's still making it work a little bit for you. Food is planted, is not advertised in a way that should be attractive. A normal food should not be sold to you. You should be hungry to eat. You plant it to the soil. We are meant to interact with the soil. You are meant to eat what is living, what is alive. I mean, the yam that was planted was alive. You take it, you eat it. Whatever it is microorganisms can prey on is alive, that can spoil. Can your Indomie spoil? No. You keep it in the house for a month, 10 months, it's not spoiling, it's not alive. Even it has gotten to bread now. Breads are hardly alive. You keep bread in the house for 2 weeks, nothing is happening. I'm saying eat healthy food. Eat yam. Eat beans. Eat vegetable. Take fruits. Eat cucumber. These are the ways to start the alleviation process of the future. Now, let me bring to your notice that in this area we are, there are a lot of carcinogens aside from the food. I'm doing a video with a phone, right? A smartphone. It has internet, it has Wi-Fi, flying in the air. They are all carcinogenic. Smart TV, smart chair, everything, they have what is dropping to the body. So you need to live healthy. I'm not saying you should now throw these things away. There are some things you can't do without. But the one you can avoid, the one you can afford is the food. You eat electrolytes by taking spices. Put garlic in your food. Take clove. Take ginger. Take spices. Just put spices, healthy spices in your food. They are your major electrolytes that fight all these hormone imbalance and co. Then drink herbal teas. For menstrual period, I've been talking about chamomile tea, and it's also very good for balancing hormone. Now, if you remember, I mentioned a woman where I majorly that now made me start researching the Barbara O'Neill, which said the story of a woman going through menopause that had cancer. There is one major thing she prescribed: wild yam cream. I'm saying this because I'm not the one prescribing wild yam cream. She's the one. And from testimonies I've read, it's working. So if you start noticing that there are some things in your body, you are in your 40s, if your mom is in her 40s, they're having hot flashes, why not go online? TikTok will be a better place because I've tried entering to her website, but because of the value she gives, there are a lot of websites that are mimicking her own, and it's difficult to get through. Even on TikTok, page official Barbarian, you will eventually know which one if you really are interested in getting the wild yam cream. I don't know much about it. You can browse on how to get it. For now, I don't need it. That's why I'm not trying to get it. But one way I know whether you take the wild yam cream or not, if you eat clean, if you eat healthy food, if you eat healthy food, you eat food that are alive, your body will be balanced. That one, that particular one, I am very sure of. That particular one, I am very sure of, and that's the one I'm doing my best on. And then you do your part, and guess what? You leave the rest for God to do it. Thank you.